Elon Musk has been staunchly anti-union, but this latest fight could have big implications. Phil LeBeau, why could this situation blow up?
Well, it could blow up, John, because right now you've got just this one group of mechanics in Sweden who are asking Tesla to recognize their right to organize as a union. They're not even getting to the part where demands are part of what they're asking from Tesla. Tesla's not even acknowledging that at this point. And now you have other labor unions in sympathy with their counterparts in Sweden who are saying, you know what? Maybe we won't deliver Tesla models to Sweden that are scheduled for transportation there. That's the development today, that there are Norway transport workers who are saying later this month they may stop transporting Tesla models to Sweden. Now, look, in the whole grand scheme of things, those are two very small markets. They're important markets in Europe, but they're still very small in terms of volume. But this could blow up into a bigger issue, John, because Tesla has the only non-union final assembly plant. It's in Germany, and there's no sense that it's going to organize soon. But if this continues to mushroom and it gets more and more support from other labor unions, you know how this could go.
How does it not go there in Scandinavia?
Well, look, one way is that Tesla could say to the mechanics in Sweden, okay, we recognize your right to organize. Now, Elon Musk has been clear. He does not believe that labor unions are in the best interest of the company, nor in the best interest of some of the workers. He points out that Tesla has given their workers better pay through stock options, et cetera, and that there's no reason to be a part of a union. So let's say they do recognize the mechanics in Sweden. This could all blow over, and that could be the end of it. The flip side of this is that if they don't recognize that the right of that union to organize, what you see in Norway could happen in other countries, and then it starts to spread from there.
How big of a blow would it be if parts or all of its German workforce unionized?
It depends. You know, ultimately, they would be, look, they're not going to be uncompetitive, but Elon Musk believes that a unionized workforce is not as competitive and not as helpful to the bottom line as what they currently have in Germany. So if they organize and then they have to negotiate a contract and the costs go up from there, well, then Tesla could argue, look, we are not as competitive within a market that, by the way, guys, is becoming brutally competitive in terms of electric vehicles as the Chinese EVs are starting to flood into that market. And that's really changing the dynamic in terms of electric vehicles.
This might be a ridiculous question, but sometimes I wonder, why would Musk run such a high risk in the first place of putting the Gigafactory in Germany, which has historically had, stronger labor unions, or at least Europe more broadly?
Well, Europe overall. They're the only look, anywhere in Europe, he was going to run into this issue eventually because all auto plants are unionized in Europe. So it's not that he could have avoided this by putting the plant in a different country other than Germany. And look, Germany is the largest auto market in Europe. EVs are growing very quickly there. Yeah, the Gigafactory outside of Berlin has been very successful for Tesla. It was a smart move for Elon Musk and Tesla to put a plant there. Eventually, everybody knew that this is one of those situations that might ultimately develop.
Yeah, and here we are, perhaps at the beginning of it, and perhaps not. Depends on how the Scandinavian things go,
Sure.
I suppose. Phil, for now, thank you very much. Our Phil LeBeau reporting.
You bet.